Hi, my name is Jean-Robert Lemachand. I am a professional psychic. I've been living in the Twin Cities since 2000. I have been a professional psychic for about the past 15 years. I have been doing it off and on since 1995. I primarily do palm readings, but I also do numerology, I also do some pendulum work, stone casting, and some past life exploration. Honestly, I've had what I would call psychic experiences even from childhood. And probably some things that you may have experienced yourself. I could tell you what song was coming up next on the radio. If the phone would ring, I could tell you who it was. I have always been hell on watches. I go through 1 or 2 wristwatches a year. They just stop working.
What type of psychic readings do you do?
Well, typically, as I said, I primarily do palmistry. That seems to be the most popular. However, when I do have somebody come in for counseling one way or the other, quite often that's when I bring in some of my other forms, such as stone casting. I've mentioned that before. I'm still actually learning a new method, something that I can add to my repertoire, but I really haven't pulled it out. I don't use it all that often yet because I'm still in the process of it.
What tools do you need to do your work?
Typically in office. I carry most of my stuff with me. To be a palm reader, really, you need somebody with a palm. A double amputee isn't going to get a very good reading. But I have learned not to limit myself to one form or another. That's why not only do I do palmistry, but I do sigil casting, I work with a pendulum, I work with numerology. That way, if one isn't working out, I can always fall back to something else.
Can you explain how palmistry works?
Well, palmistry is the interpretation of the lines in somebody's hand. There are major lines, there are minor lines, ridges, things like that.
What is the best experience you have had being a psychic?
I would say that, my children, knowing when my children are going to be born was probably one of my best experiences.